Hello, hello. Welcome back to Peacefully Budgeting. So we are closing out loops this year. We are closing things that are still serving us, which means some of these challenges have been going on for 3 years. Intro, the penny challenge. So I started this penny challenge about 3 years ago, and I was just adding the change. It's taking up room, and it's not only physically on my desk, but also mentally, because it's been going on for so long. So two loops that we are going to be focusing on to close, which is my two oldest challenges, the penny challenge and the 100 envelope challenge that I started about the same time, which is 3 years ago. I have decided that the random challenge, where we roll a die, and this was, it was always like, this is a bonus for a free-for-all, whatever I wanted to add it. So this is going to be funding my coin challenge to be able to close that loop, okay? And this is my 100 envelope challenge, and I am also replacing, hear me out, in my mini challenge, I'm switching it out a little bit. This is called closing loops. As minis are great, I have plenty of fun doing them, but I noticed that I'm only stuffing them twice a month. Okay, so that's a little bit different. And I saved for this cushion $93. $20 of that is going to go towards my 100 envelope challenge, and the rest is going to go to my checking account cushion for the second account. So these are the loops that we are actively closing. We're going to start off with the random one. We have, let's count this out here. We saved this in the month of April. So we have $21, and I'm going to be adding the cents in here. I'm going to close this up for now, set this to the side with this, and we're going to focus on this envelope. Let's go ahead and add that. This is a different binder. It's got my executive travel fund. So in case if I do have to travel for work, I want to have this done. So we'll see. Back to school. And then we have randoms. So because I am paying down debt, this is my debt, what I'm going to add to my bank account so I can go ahead and make those payments. This is also part of that. This is vacation. This is my coins. So in my coins, I already have $52. This is a blank one, so we're gonna start here. Our first one, let's go ahead and grab our highlighter here. So we have 13 pennies. So that is 3. All right, we've done that. And then 12 pennies. There we go. 1, 2, 3. This might be a little bit long. I'm not 100% sure. So the next one is 11. We're going to go ahead and do 2, add the 5. We completed 1 roll already. You know what? I am going to right here. And then this is, I'm going to add a closing loop. So this way I know today's the 8th. So you might actually see this video at a later time. All right, so our next one is 10 cents. Okay. $9, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All right, now we have 8. And we're gonna grab 2 back. And now 7 is our last one. Do we have a nickel? So we were able to finish technically 2 rolls. And as a total in bills, I'm not gonna bother to count that. So just what we have here is, we're gonna add 21. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna add this. So the last time I deposited was back in August. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, 21. Let's see. $73. Random. Okay. There we go. This is not bad. Coins is probably going to go towards back to school, just so I could finish that. I still have a lot of change, which I'm not gonna do right now just because the length. If I get another challenge finished, I will definitely be using this because numbers do get high. So we're already gonna be okay, so I do 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I do need to put $3 in here and 6 cents because I crossed it off, and I shouldn't have. So we're gonna add that. The rest is gonna stay, and whenever I finish my random, that's where I'm gonna get my cents from. All right, we're gonna move that there. And I know it's gonna go by faster. I'm hoping that I'll be done by December. That should be way more than enough. All right. This one. We're gonna do $20 towards my envelope. I'm gonna go ahead and add that over here. Versus, I had to sneeze off camera. There we go. So we are going to add the $20. And then the rest is going towards our checking account cushion. All right, so 200, pretty good. In the bank, we have 2,500, so we should have 2,700. Not bad. we are done with this one. This is a little tight here. All right, so let me go ahead and grab a pen. This is the checking account cushion too. Okay, well, we're just gonna restart it. We have $73. All right, so we have $200 in our checking account. Well, 257. So I'm trying to get it up to 500. And then, so we have this one, okay? And then we got these two after that, because all these have been fully funded. Let's go ahead and add this back. So my Saturdays are going to be what loops I am closing, and only closing, keeping what is serving me. So I am a somewhat of a hoarder, I guess you can say, and I use that very lightly because I understand that that's nothing to play with, because people do suffer a lot, and I'm not being insensitive, but I do like to keep a lot of sentimental things. I could always tie something emotionally back to it. So I was going around as I was cleaning, and I just kept repeating, I am releasing everything that does not serve me. So I would pick up a piece of paper, I cleaned out my purse, I'm just slowly but surely, I would never use my stationery because it was so cute. Now I'm actively using it. I'm going through all of those things where I'm not wasteful, and really looking forward to closing those loops, closing those things that are serving me. For instance, those 3 years of my 100 envelope challenge and my coins, really focusing in and saying, you know what, it was a great challenge, but I've grown, my aesthetics have grown, and that helps me. It does. And I want to finish something that I started. So if that just means I got to speed it up and change the rules because the change is just, yeah, no. And I want to, for instance, I have these that I also have. So that random is just going to be, these are the ones that I created, and it's off. You could tell it's off. So I can't sell them or anything, but I don't want to be wasteful either. So this is what I am going to use the random for, and this will be funding different things, maybe back to school. Like I said, all of it, maybe not. Maybe I'll take some from here and I'll put it towards, you know, our holidays, Thanksgiving, so we could enjoy those moments. I am paying down debt with my Respectfully Pay Your Debt Off challenge, and it's fun. I like it. So I'm noticing that I'm like, oh my God, where can I get these $30 from? Because I've decided to take $90 from my budget and put it towards my debt. I understand to a lot of people that $90 may not be a lot, but it really changes my year. And I am focused on paying down debt now because I noticed liquid wise, I am okay. I've hit my other net worth goal, which I'm excited even with my debt. So now I want to say, hey, okay, you've hit all these goals. And I had to have that come to Jesus meeting with myself because I was like, oh, I need to like keep saving. But I wasn't paying down my debt. I was making minimum payments. Yes, I have this liquidation, but I'm also paying a lot in interest. So finally I said, hey, this is what we're doing. And I'm looking forward to building this channel and really learning from everyone in this community as well. So have a great one.